Phantasmal Flames, as you can probably guess from the name of the set, has a very heavy emphasis on two specific types of Pokemon, those being Fire Pokemon and Darkness Pokemon, and by far Dark Pokemon have received the most amount of love in this set. We've seen a bunch of Dark Pokemon, some of them are pretty mid, and others are very good. One of those new Pokemon being Mega Sharpedo EX. In terms of the Mega Pokemon we've currently had revealed and released into the game, a lot of them haven't really done a whole lot. We've seen some Gardevoir lists play Mega Gardevoir, but that's only some. Mega Absol Mega Kangaskhan is a deck. Mega Manectric had a little bit of time here and there. Mega Lucario is a thing, but doesn't really see a whole lot of play. Mega Lopunny has started to pick up and has become pretty popular and actually did pretty well at the recent regional. And Mega Sharpedo was also there. It didn't do that well, but it still did pretty decently. So Mega Sharpedo is a 330 HP Mega EX Pokemon with 2 attacks. Its first attack, Greedy Fang, does 70 damage and then you can draw 2 cards. It's alright. But its second attack, Hungry Jaw, does 120 damage, but if this Pokemon has any damage counters on it, it does 150 more damage for a total of 270. Now your main question may be being, how are you supposed to get damage on this thing without being attacked or possibly being knocked out? Well, we actually do have a card that helps us with that. That card being Toxtricity with its Sinister Surge ability. Once during your turn, you can search for a basic Dark Energy, attach it to one of your bench Dark Pokemon, and then put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon, so you can very easily just get a damage counter on your Mega Sharpedo, attach the second energy, and now you can start hitting for 270 damage. Granted, your Sharpedo is going to have a little bit of damage on it itself, so it might be a little bit easier to knock out, but we do have stuff like Monkey Dory that can just move 1 damage counter off of it, so it still has that 1 damage counter already on it. Or you could possibly use 2 Toxtricities. That equals 4 damage counters, so 40 damage, move 30 off, so it still has 10, so it can do its extra damage. Plus, another benefit of Mega Sharpedo is it has free retreat, so even if your opponent attacks into it, you could possibly just retreat it into another one and just finish it off, or retreat into a different Pokemon, or a different attacker in general, in which the deck does play quite a few. Being a Dark type deck, we of course have access to Petron with Subjugating Chains, letting us put a bench Darkness Pokemon into the active at the cost of poisoning it. Plus, its attack, Irritated Outburst, is pretty decent, doing 60 damage for each prize card our opponent has taken. But poisoning our Pokemon isn't really a downside, as we can use Binding Mochi to give our poisoned Pokemon an additional 40 more damage to its attacks. So that 270 turns into 310 damage, plus any damage counters that we moved off of Mega Sharpedo with a Monkey Dory adds on to that total damage. We can also play stuff like Yveltal with its Clutch. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat, so we can retreat lock something while we set up Pokemon on the bench, possibly get a little bit of chip damage on that Pokemon so we can finish it off with Sharpedo. Plus, this thing has free retreat, so we can just easily go into Sharpedo without needing to get rid of any Dark Energy. And another new card released in Phantasmal Flames is Seviper with its Excited Power. If you have any Dark Mega Pokemon in play, this Pokemon's attacks do 120 more damage. So its Pitch Black Fangs for free Dark does 240 damage instead of normal 120, basically doubling its damage and acting as a pretty good one prize attacker. Free Dark is a little bit of a hefty cost, but with 2 Toxtricities and attach for turn, it's easily set up. In terms of the deck list, we are playing 1 Psyduck in order to stop those pesky Dusknoirs, 2 Monkey Dory so we can move around damage counters, 3 Kavana with 3 Sharpedo, Fez, Petrant, Seviper, 2 Toxel, 2 Toxtricity. I've seen some lists play 3 and 3, 2 and 2, I decided to go with 2 and 2 for this list, 1 Yveltal, 4 Buddy, 1 Nest, 2 Stretcher, 1 Super Rod, 4 Ultra Ball, 1 Battle Cage to also stop our opponent's opposing Monkey Dories, 2 Gravity Mountain, which can help us in certain matchups against Stage 2 decks like Charizard or Dragapult, or even Gardevoir, but even then we hit for weakness on Gardevoir, but it's mainly for stuff like Dragapult and Charizard. Town Store so we can get out any of our tool cards, in which we do play a few, 3 Boss, 3 Iono, 4 Lily, 1 Turo in case we need to pick up a damaged Mega Sharpedo, 2 Professor's Research, and for our tools we're playing 2 Air Balloon. This is mainly for Toxtricity because it has 2 retreat cost, but everything else normally has like 1 or 2 retreat, but even then we have Petrant so we can easily move around any of our Pokemon if needed. 2 Binding Mochi for that extra damage, and our ace pick of choice is Hero's Cape, which turns our Mega Sharpedo into a 430 HP Pokemon, and then 9 Darkness Energy. So I'll take this deck onto the ladder, play a couple of games with it. I actually have been doing a little bit of testing with this deck, so I actually do know vaguely how to play it. This isn't going to be a first-time experience, but it is also still a learning experience because I wouldn't call myself competent with the deck. But nonetheless, let's take it onto the ladder and see how we perform. I think we really want to go first with this deck because we are a stage 1 deck. Do win the coin flip. I actually don't know. I do think we want to go first because we are a stage 1 deck. And we want to get our Toxtricities and our Sharpedos set up. But with this hand, that's probably not going to happen. But even then, going second with this hand, we probably wouldn't have been able to do much. Tatsugiri. This could be many different things. I guess I could Ultra Ball, but I have to get rid of some pretty good cards. I'm just going to do it. Alright, let's have a look. We have a prized Sharpedo and a prized Carvana. These aren't prized. I think we just go for the Carvana, really. I probably should have gotten rid of the Super Rod so I could Night Stretcher for the other energy. We'll just put it on here. This is not looking like a good turn. Okay, this is some type of dark deck. Oh, it's Hydreigon. Ooh, this might be a GG if I'm honest, unless I draw something like a Lily. I don't know if this is gonna be good. Look at the Dust Noir. Wow. Evolve. Go ahead. Ooh, this is a pretty bad brick. Pretty bad. An Arven. They can get an Obsidian set up. I think I'm done, really. Obsidian with... Unless they go for a TM Evo play. So they do have like multiple Pokemon that need evolutions on the bench. They are going to go for a TM Evo, okay. There's a chance, there's a very small chance that we still survive. They are discarding the TM Evo. Huh? Okay, they're just going for the Tox. They already have a Clops, okay. And they have a Tox. Do they have Rare Candy Hydreigon? Okay. They're just gonna pass. Alright, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. I could go down to 0 cards in hand. Game? Okay, thank you. I'm going to go down to a top deck situation. I genuinely don't think anything here saves me. I guess I get this in case something gets knocked out. And then I'm gonna Super Rod these two back into the deck. And go. This is not going well. This is one of the problems you have in the Pokemon TCG. He's bricking pretty bad. Like, I've seen one supporter. I would like to see another one. Crystal, they're gonna go for Obsidian. But even then, they have a bit of damage on it, so maybe we can KO it. Gonna go for the Hydreigon. Do they have the candy? I don't even think... Did they search? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, they did. I don't remember what they did. They do need to retreat out of the Tatsu. Which they're not going to do. Come on. It's something. Pass. Please don't have an energy. With the attract customers, please. Actually, they do need a psychic and or... Okay. Just get the lily. Just get the lily. I wish I had that. But they do need a psychic and or metal to use obsidian. Okay, that's a bit problematic. They're not going to rip it straight away. Catching onto the other dino. So they can't obsidian. They need a metal or a psychic. Because crystal only gets rid of one of the energy type requirements. So they still need 3 energy. One of them has to be a psychic or a metal, and they're just passing. Doesn't do anything. And if I bench something... Actually, I'm just going to get this. Pass. So now they can't dust noir. But... I'm going to lily again. Are they digging for a different type? Don't know what other types you would play. You're going to Sinister Surge. Probably should have Sinister Surge before you lilied, so then you know, thin the deck. Going on to the Petch. Interesting. Track customers. Another lily, okay. Please. Yes, it's playable. Get rid of that hand. Wow, this is terrible. This is really bad. I mean, I can retreat, but it doesn't really do anything. And they have obsidian ready. It's really annoying. Also, I kind of don't want to put down Sword on in case they have something that they can do with it. I just gotta hope that they don't have a way to get rid of this Tatsugiri out and also have Psychic or a Steel. They have a Psychic. Do you have Air Balloon? Or a way to retreat Tatsugiri? You have Boss. Okay. Oh wait, they have Petriment. What am I on about? They don't need a retreating card because they have Petriment. And they are taking 3 prize cards. I just realised that. That's fun. I honestly think this is probably going to be a concession. Can I come back from this? Oh no, they're taking 4 prizes. There's 110. This is 130. Oh no, it's only 2 Pokemon. What am I on about? So they have choices. Could take out the Psyduck, or they could take out the Toxels. It's your choice. Weird decision. Huh. Wait, that's a very... Okay. Huh. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not good. Could I just get Cape? Keep something alive? I might balloon. I'm gonna Cape. Bit on there. Lily. Okay. Don't think this helps. I mean, I can get the retreat. Something. Could get a second monkey. I have one. I'm gonna get rid of this and probably this Viper. More Monkey. I can get rid of Dino. And then get rid of this. Yeah, okay. I'm going to retreat the Fez. I'm an idiot. Get rid of it off of here. Onto 1, 2, 3. I don't think anything I get off of here is good. Nope. I could have done that a lot better, actually. I was too blinded by the fact that I could get double Fez. If I take... No, if I take... Yeah, it doesn't matter. They take 4 next turn. I genuinely don't think anything I do here matters because I was blinded by the fact that I could get 2 monkeys in play. So I'm just gonna do this. So they have to go for this, this, and this. I KO this through poison. No, I don't. Do I? 270? No, I don't. I'll just do it anyway, just to get the damage off. Whoa, what's happening? Game? Okay, that was very strange. I don't know what was happening there. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this. Oh my god! The greed pays off. The greed pays off. Let's go. But now, Petch does 180. Greed pays off. Let's go. Another Dino counter. Probably Fez. No, one of the Toxers. I don't care about the Toxers at the moment. Like, I'm set up. I don't care. I really don't. That's fine. My 2 bosses are at the bottom of the deck now. That's a little annoying. Genuinely think I'm fine with this. What are they getting out from the discard is my question. Darkness Energy? Because you can't send a Surge to the active, it has to be a bench. And the concession. Wow, I clutched that so much. That game was one of the biggest turnarounds I've seen. That was ridiculous. I went from horrible brick to winning. Also, greed pays off. You know, you'll just flip the script into the air balloons. That's just how it is. I'm going first. Again, going first last time didn't go very well. And this hand is okay. Old Dengo. Nice. Get 2 of you. We will Ultra this and this for another Carvana. Go. Wait, you're playing Goldengo. Why are you going second? Interesting. Goldengo going second. Never heard of it. But sure. Oh, you're playing fast. Calm down. Gong, air balloon. Gong for fighting. This guy's playing at bot speed. Calm down. Calm down, my guy. Calm down. Okay, now he's slowed down. No, he's not. He's still going. Buddy Puffin. 2 more. I don't see any Goldengos. Air balloon. Why? Sure, I don't care. Oh no, how terrible. Actually, that is kind of annoying. Anyway. That's why I got a second one. I am so good at this game. I am so good at this game. Sinister Surge. I've priced... no, I've priced one dark, because I had one on the other Carvana. Did I? No, I discarded one. What am I on about? Sinister Surge. Lily. Oh, I'm so good at this game. Just get another Carvana, I guess. And we have the air balloon and the patch. Oh my goodness. We also have the monkey with dark energy. Oh, this is so good. Do I want to put Fez? I don't think so. I think I want to save patch. I want to save a bench space. So I'm just going to put this here. Retreat. Move 30 off of it. Probably just onto anything, really. Actually, no, because I don't hit... Yeah, I only do 300. I do 300, I wish. I only do 100. And then... I could put Survivor down. Because Survivor can now get rid of this one. Nah, I'm just going to play it safe. Hungry Jaw. So they still need quite a few energies to get rid of this Sharpedo. Fast Gaming. They already had the Genesect. But they need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. They need 7 energies to KO. Power up. How many do they have in discard? They have 3. Okay, there's 2. I think they still have a... I think they still have a fighting from last turn. Ask them for another Soul Rock. It's like if I can cut them off of that engine... It doesn't really matter, really. He's playing fast! He's playing fast! Second Goldengu. Gonna coin bonus. It's like if 7 of those cards in your hand are energies, then I do get knocked out. Gonna retreat. Coin bonus. I think they're digging for a superior. Or is it gonna be like that time I played Goldengu and I didn't see a single superior energy retrieval? Nah, they've got it. They've got the Arven. They're gonna Vessel instead. Interesting. Unless they already have a handful of energies. I personally would have gone for the superior energy retrieval. Unless you... Oh, you already had it. Okay then, what am I on about? Get back 4 energies. And as long as they discard 7, it's okay, oh. They choose to discard 7. And now we put the Toadscroll in play, so they can't get them back. Yeah, I think this matchup isn't very good for us, if I'm honest. I mean, I could get a Survivor set up. Possibly could get a Survivor set up, but then again, I die if I bench this. Pound Store. Or probably Cape. Cape's funny. I like Cape. Because Cape forces them to have 9 energy cards. Sinister of the Surges. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just setting up. It's like if I bench this, I can just boss it. So I'm not going to do that. Adrena. Onto this one. Cape. What do I have in discard? Nothing. Ultra. This And probably this. For Sharpedo. Evolve into Sharpedo. Retreat into Sharpedo. Greedy Jaw. Hungry Jaw. It's Greedy Fang. So they now need 9 energy cards. Can they do it? Let's find out. I just realized they have 14 cards left in deck. Fail it, fail it, fail it. Okay, no energy. So you need double superior. Let me just do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have 8 in the discard. They're gonna get Vitality Band. Does Vitality Band add 10 for each one you discard? I don't know. I do not know. Coin bonus for 1. Okay. Fez. Are they gonna deck themselves out? That would be pretty funny. Okay, there's 1 superior. For 4 energy. There's a second superior. For 4 energy. Do you have 9 energies? You have more than 9. I like how it just stacks them all up. That's kind of funny. Yeah, that matchup is pretty bad for this deck. I think if I win the coin flip, I'm going to go second this time. And I did, right. I'm going to go second this time. I'm going to try that. Do I want to go first? No. Hopefully my opponent isn't playing Goldengo. Because then I probably just lose again. Why was there an evolution effect in my deck? Starting Fez. That's really, really bad. Mulligan. Abomasnow. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh yeah, this deck is just like Snova, Abomasnow, and then all energies. So, yes, I will take 2 mulligans, please. Wow, not good draws. I'm interested to see how this deck plays, because I imagine it probably just bricks. Quite a lot, considering the amount of energy that it plays. Yeah, this is like a free retreat. Oh, they play the Kyogre as well. I remember this card from the Kingdra Kyogre deck. Right, put you down. Probably Ultra this. And the research for a Carvanha. Bench. Hatch. Lily. Another Carvanha and Nest for Soul. Bench the other Carvanha. Get rid of this. Use it. Prized Hero's Cape. Pass. How many? I didn't even check how many energies Abomasnow actually needs to use its attack. I think it's 2. I don't know. It is 2. It's got the top 6 cards of your deck. And its attack does 100 damage for each basic energy you discarded in this way. They don't have a second energy. Okay. I kind of just don't want to really, like... I mean, I do need to attack it. They play Wally's Compassion, I'm pretty sure. I just go for the other Snova. But, like, I don't know, really. Evolve. Put that there. I think I just research this hand. Well, I'm gonna town store. Mochi. Yeah, Mochi doesn't hit the damage. I'll just put it on anyway, just to get rid of it. Ultra, this, and Iono. for Toxtricity. Evolve. And then we research. Okay. Put this here. Surge. How many bits did I have in the deck? That was not a big number. And then we move one off of it. Just one. I'm going to put it on the bench. And then I'm going to put this down, I think. No. I'm just going to retreat. Hungry Joe. Right, if they get a second energy, goodbye Sharpedo. As if they need to hit 4 water. Don't know how many water they play, but it's probably a lot. They do have the second water energy. They're going to town store. EXP share. Only 2. Thank you. Unfortunate for you. I don't even think I have any tools left in the deck. No, I don't. I mean, I just move 30. Which helps with knocking that out. I could Turo, actually. But I discard everything attached, so I actually would need the second energy. I'm gonna surge. I have 5 in deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I should have all of them then. I'm going to Ultra Ball with this and this. What is going on with the foiling here? Just get another Sharpedo, I guess. Not gonna evolve it just yet. And then I'm going to probably just Greedy Fang. Yeah, I'm going to Greedy Fang. Which doesn't kill, because I'm an idiot. I am stupid. Why did I do that? Oh, I am dumb. I didn't read. Well, goodbye, Sharpedo. That was dumb of me. But then it means I can... No, this was all part of the plan. They didn't evolve it. So, I am going to Night Stretcher for an energy. I am then going to Monkey Dory 1. It wasn't a misplay, it was all part of the plan. What are you putting up? Half funny. Give me that. I'm gonna buddy for nothing, I guess. Sure. Sinister Surge on here. I'm also gonna put Air Balloon here. And I'm going to Explorod. This, and then a Dark. And then I'm going to Greedy Fang. This time the numbers are correct. Drew 2 Dark. I don't want to draw my Dark energies. This does 20 for each in your discard, and you have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 240. Sacred Ash. Sure. They had all of them in the discard? Oh yeah, because it discards top cards and then you do it that way. I see. Riptide. The thing is that Riptide isn't going to do anything next turn. So... yeah, you're going to Riptide and then you don't do anything next turn. Because the water energies are gone. Interesting. Sinister Surge. To this. Attach. Retreat. Monkey. Onto this one, because I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why. I guess I boss it up. A town store for no reason. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Turo this. And then bangs. Doesn't knock out. But I can set up a double KO next turn. Town store. So if they don't get rid of the Viper, I take 2 KOs next turn. Okay. So now we boss this one. Drain a Brain. Here. Take 1. And then we pitch back Fangs for the KO. I actually wanted to see how this deck performed, the Abomasnow Pile deck, but I guess we weren't able to see that. So overall, Mega Sharpedo, it's a bit 50-50 to be honest. It is pretty good, it is able to do some pretty good damage and have access to a bunch of really good dark support like Petrant. You can also use Toxtricity to get your to get your energies out really easily. You have Monkey Dory to move around that damage and heavily boost up your damage even more, but the deck is a Mega Pokemon, and if your opponent gets 2 KOs, they can very easily win, and there are a lot of decks in the format that can easily just take one-hit KOs, as we saw with Goldengo. While yes, you can one-hit KO Goldengo, they can very, very easily one-hit KO you, even with Hero's Cape or any HP boosting tool cards or stadiums or anything like that. You can very easily just be one-hit KO'd, and 2 KOs is GG. But the deck is still pretty strong, and it does have some pretty decent matchups. It can be a little bit bricky, as we saw in that first game, but that's probably more of my deck building choices. This is something that I was wanting to build for like Phantasmal Flames, but the more I play with it, the more I realise it's just not good into a lot of decks in the format. And yet it does have its strengths, but it also does have some pretty big weaknesses. Another kind of weakness of the deck is actually drawing your dark energies, because you want them in the deck to use for Toxtricity. So if you end up just like drawing a whole bunch of them, then you can't get your stuff accelerated up pretty quickly. I also don't know if the deck's supposed to go first or second. Like, we did pretty well going second in that third game, but like going first in the other 2 games. The first game I bricked, and then the second game Goldengo is just a really bad matchup. But going into rotation, we do lose Goldengo, and we also lose a bunch of other really strong decks. So maybe it'll have more time to thrive post-rotation, but pre-rotation, it's kind of just like a really good like rogue deck. It's decent, but it's not like gonna break the format. Toxtricity is a really, really good card, and I thought this deck was going to be pretty good, but it's actually just falling short among the other decks that are just more powerful than it and can do a lot more than what it can do. And also, Megas just have that weakness of giving out free prize cards, so you can just knock this out and knock out another one and your opponent wins. But overall, it's fun, but again, it just has those weaknesses. But as something that you maybe want to take down to locals, or maybe something you want to invest into post-rotation, I think this deck would be a pretty good choice. And that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, what you think about Mega Sharpedo. Is this a deck that you're eyeing up for the Phantasmal Flames format? Is this a deck you've already picked up? How are you enjoying it? What do you like about it? What do you dislike about it? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that nonsense, any and all support is greatly appreciated. And you take care.